A very good morning to Dr. Shah and all other students. Today I will be presenting about our community service event presentation about the programming workshop for beginner for our city group 4. And we are going to show all the detail and event that we have organized and present it to you all. And next, I will show this is the content for today that we are going to present, and I will start out is introducing all the group members. We have a wonderful cast as my name is Lim Xian Hao, and I'm the group leader. And next up, we have our member, which is Yo Homi, Ng Wei Jie, Ais Ng Wen Jing, Goh Xin Yan, and my Sarah. They all have worked hard together, and we have work together to ensure that this event is successful. So next, I will pass it to Gao Xinyan.
Our objective is to allow their students to learn new knowledge and also have some fun in the process. It also incorporates with Sunam ethos by applying our knowledge in the field of IT and computer science to carry out a workshop for SJKC Mincing students to be able to learn and get exposed of the world of the computer science. Now I will pass to my roommate Iris.
I will presenting project description. The workshop is held on 26 October, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Our team carry out a programming workshop for beginners at SJKC Mingsing. The purpose of this activity is to let more future generations have interest in learning coding or pursuit for further study of programming. The workshop begin with a small ice-breaking season to make it easier for students to engage. A presentation on the basics and introduction to coding will follow, where fundamentals coding concept will be demonstrated. Students are encouraged to raise their hand to ask questions during the presentation for better understanding. After the presentation, students will be given simple tasks and questions to complete, with guidance provided to foster more interaction throughout the section. Now I will pass to Wei Jie.
Alright, thanks Iris. Next, I will continue with the challenges and solutions for the workshops. The first challenges is limited time, which is made it difficult to cover all planned topics. To solve this, we will focus on the core concepts of essential skills, ensuring that we emphasize qualities over quantities and avoid cramming too much content. The second challenge is that some participants may feel overwhelmed to ask questions. To address this, we will create a user-friendly and supportive atmosphere. We will remind everyone that it is okay to ask the questions, no matter how simple they may seem. And begins, we will have a fun activity to help them feel comfortable. The third challenge is some participants might struggle to keep up, while others might find their pace too slow. To manage this, we will frequently checkpoint to assist progress and adjust as needs. We will integrate a mix of live coding, hands-on exercise, and breaks to allow for practice. Now, I will pass it to Hongming to continue.
All right, thank you, Wei Jie. Now proceed to the achievement. As for the achievement, the event was successful and we have also successfully conducted the beginner-friendly coding workshop for the participants, which is the students with no hands-on programming experience. We also deliver step-by-step lessons and fun and hands-on projects, resulting in almost 95% of the students or attendees completing their first coding projects and gaining confidence in their programming basics. And now I want to pass it to my Sarah.
Thank you, Hongming. I'll continue with the SWOT analysis. Let's start with the strength. This workshop is tailored specifically for beginners with no prior programming experience. We provide clear step by step lessons and hands on projects that make learning both engaging and effective. On top of that, we've created a supportive environment that encourages participants to ask questions and learn at their own pace. These factors have resulted in positive feedback and high completion rates from our participants. Now, moving on to weakness. Unfortunately, the workshop faces some time constraint which limits our ability to dive into more advanced topics. We also depend on reliable technology and internet access, which may not be available to everyone. Another challenge is skill retention. Beginners might struggle to retain what they've learned without ongoing practice or follow up support. I would say the pace of the workshop can be a bit tricky as some participants might find it too fast or too slow depending on their progress. So next, let's discuss opportunities. With the growing interest in technology, there's an increasing demand for coding workshops like ours, giving us the chance to reach a wider audience. Expanding this workshop online could allow us to engage with participants beyond our local area, partnering with schools, community centers, or even tech companies. Could provide additional resources and boost our visibility. And finally, offering advanced modules or follow up sessions would not only support continued learning, but also keep participants motivated to deepen their skills. Lastly, we have threats. The first threat is having competition from other free or paid online coding courses that cater to a similar audience. Moving on is technical issues such as software or hardware problems could disrupt the learning experience. There's also the possibility of participants losing interest or dropping out if they have challenges completing the course. And finally, the fast pace of changes in technology and programming languages means we'll need to constantly update our curriculum to stay relevant. So that's all for the SWOT analysis, and I'll pass it to Jian Hao.
Okay, so thank you, Maisa. And now for me, I will talk about the improvement that we can actually did in our event. Overall, is that I think we can add that students should be engaged in group discussion and brainstorm on idea for their website project as well. We can add this section so that they can have more ideas to shown rather than just we guide them or like want them to do uh what what we want, and it did not give them that much space to have more creative idea. And I think also having the student to present the complete website in the class after they have finished is also another improvement we can did, so that the presentation will allow them to showcase their design, and also maybe they have added some interesting detail that they can also show us and ask about if is it reasonable to add those function in it. So yeah, I think that's the improvement that we can work on. And then next is the conclusion of our whole event. In summary, I think the event actually came to a success, even though the preparation for the event and the selection of the even the selection of the school and all is a bit uh difficult, and we almost did not selected this. But after we have asked a lot of people and also get help from a lot of uh department, we actually successful in running this event, and I think it's very good, and we have success with this event. And yeah, that's it for us. So thank you for listening to our presentation.